Good morning and welcome. Thank you for taking time to hear our Make a Difference Day workshop. Today in our workshop, we would like to bring you 3 peer-involved activities that you can use with your students at any grade level K through 8 to help build character development, worldviews, and moral principles. Let's begin to make a difference. Good morning. I'll be going over the character development part of our workshop today. In this day and age, there are many outside sources that compete for children's attention and try to influence what they think and how they act. The workshop that we have chosen focuses on making a difference in the lives of others in the community and helping students to understand how their actions can impact others within their community. Our workshop focuses on grades 6 through 8 because we felt that these ages can participate in more activities within the community. Our students will be visiting an assisted living facility and participating in activities with the elderly. The Make a Difference Day will teach the students character development by helping them understand patience, understanding, putting others before yourself, responsibility, respect, and serving others. Why is building character important? As Anton de, let me hope I don't murder this, Exupéry puts in The Little Princess, it is only with the heart that one sees rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. Character is one of those essentials. Character is one of those familiar words that often turns out to be difficult to pin down. Like all abstractions, you can't see character, you can't touch it, you can't taste it. Good character is about knowing the good, loving the good, and doing the good. We are born both self-centered and arrogant, with our primitive impulses reigning over reason. The point of nurturing, upbringing, and educating is to bring our inclinations, feelings, and passions into harmony with reason. Ryan, 1999, page 5 through 6. Some of the activities our students would like to take part in during our workshop day would be reading to the elderly, putting together a musical act and performing it for the home, or designing an art project that they can do with another person. Before the workshop day, our students would need to select reading materials, put together the musical number that would be performed, and gather art supplies for their project. When the workshop day came to a close, the following weeks could include following up with the elderly person they were assigned to for the day and see how their influence impacted their day. The students would learn how their actions would impact others by doing small activities for someone else. Our workshop Make a Difference Day will show students how good it feels to give of oneself to others. This is a great way for students to actually experience being self-sacrificing by actually taking part in students' need to see that there is a larger purpose than fun and games behind activities, to help them develop good habits and good character. The language of virtue and high expectations should be maintained in all of the school's sponsored activities, events, and field trips. Ryan, 1999, page 86. I will be going over the cognitive and social emotional development that is happening during these activities. Through the use of peer-involved activities for building moral principles, character development, and worldviews, teachers and students will be able to foster a positive advancement in the cognitive and social emotional development for all the students at the school. Cognitive and social emotional development theories are the pathways in which children come to understand and use these connections with the activities to foster development, advancement, and relationships with other students. Sandrak defines the cognitive process as changes in an individual's thought, intelligence, and language. Sandrak Glossary, page 2. Sandrak also states socio-emotional process is the changes in individuals' relationship with other people, emotions, and personalities. Sandrak Glossary, page 8. PSA says middle school age children, ages 7 through 11 years of age, are in the concrete operational stage of development. They are able to reason logically about concrete events and classify objects into different sets. Socio-emotional development in this age of 7 through 11 or 6 to 12 years of age includes thoughts on relationships, dealing with emotion and personality development, family, peers, and school. Newman and Newman, page 355. Peer influence activities has shown to have the most influence with students of this age.
Welcome to our workshop titled Making a Difference Day, grades K through 8. In this section, we'll be going over worldviews. To develop a child into becoming a contributing member of society, educators must establish a healthy foundation. Just like a house, a person's morals and ethics must be built from the ground up, and it begins with creating a healthy perspective of the child's worldview. Creating a healthy worldview is one of the most important roles of an educator in a child's life, and it is the job of the educator to be a healthy role model because students look as educators for guidance on how they should live their life, and they greatly influence the way children think. To begin, we must understand what worldviews are and why they are important. Worldviews are the most important issues in our life. The literal definition is what one presumes to be true or how one interprets reality. Worldviews are who we are, where we are going, and the reality of life. A few of the more popular worldviews around the globe are Christianity, Hinduism, and Judaism. Books, family, friends, pop culture, and even science often influence worldview interpretations.
Morgan, do you like fishing?
Worldviews are clear and evident today because of the way the information is shared. The 21st century has brought big changes in communication by allowing us to chat with one instantaneously around the globe.
That's like my wife.
People from Africa, Asia, and all the other continents are connected through the internet. This has brought both positive and negative impact into developing a student's worldview. The 21st century has brought big changes in communication by allowing us to chat with anyone instantaneously around the globe. People from Africa, Asia, and other continents are connected through the internet. This has brought both positive and negative impacts in developing a student's worldview. In a recent article, Why World Class Matters, author Freddie David exclaims, "We live in a day where it is possible to personally interact with any person on the planet. The result in terms of culture and beliefs has been dramatic. In just a few short years, we have become a world where every belief system is in play with the marketplace of ideas." What author Freddie Davis is saying is many children today acquire their perspective of worldviews from invalid sources like the internet, which can be countered by good educators in the school system around the globe. It is important for educators to teach students the fundamental principles of creating a positive outlook on worldviews. Technology has allowed students to see negative worldviews that then make it their own moral guideline, although this can be stopped with proper education and resources located within the confines of an academic setting. First and foremost, the education system should set a good example for our students. One of the main ways that children learn is through the process of mimicking adults in their surroundings. It is important for educators to understand this principle because they are the role models that establish the worldviews in students. The fundamentalist idea of virtue ethics is a good framework into developing a healthy worldview in our students. Virtue ethics is based upon the idea of being a good person. The saying, "treat others how you want to be treated," is an example of virtue ethics. Diving deeper into the meaning of virtue ethics, we can see that the basic idea is to be a good person, but not to look for the same thing in return. This ethical theory would establish a positive and healthy society around the world. In Beyond Bumper Sticker Ethics, author Steve Wilkins exclaims, "Virtue is a predisposition to do good things. An internal motivation that not only does the right, but loves what is right." To make positive changes in the world, a student with a worldview perspective of virtue ethics would be a positive and successful contributing member of our society. With that being said, it is the job of an educator to teach and influence one's student to do good and be a good person. Subsequently, building character in schools is not only the job of parents, but teachers as well. In the book, Building Character in Schools, author Kevin Ryan and Karen Bullen explain, "Some argue that the views we have on an array of different issues provide our moral starting point. The education in our school are the foundation to building a healthy idea of worldviews in students. The mental framework that is built by strong leadership can establish a peaceful society." For the workshop activity, students will explore the ideas of making differences on their school's campus through fundamental worldviews of peaceful problem solving. Students learn by mimicking the action of the older students. For example, a safety/litter monitors would accomplish these goals. Each grade designates a group of kids who are in charge of safety and litter around campus. The older students lead the younger students by example. Furthermore, safety monitors give out warnings or violations for safety concerns or littering. This idea would create an environment which would be good for students because it is what they are taught. In closing, it is important for educators to spread the knowledge of different worldviews because cultures are different all over the world. Worldviews allow for students to feel sympathy and empathy and create the understanding that, although we have many differences and diversified cultures, we are all still the same. Finally, the last example used to help children obtain these 4 virtues is being told what to do and how to do things. For instance, Ryan and Bowen state, children learn from what they hear from their parents and other respected adults as explained from what they witness and are led to do. This can justify what is wrong or what is right. During the workshop, the younger children are going to be looking for advice on how to become a stronger reader and how to better understand the material. So, the older student is going to be the adult in the scenario and act as a mentor in order to guide the younger student. Thank you for enjoying our workshop on moral principles. Finally, the last example used to help children obtain these 4 virtues is being told what to do and how to do things. For instance, Ryan and Bowen state, children learn from what they hear from their parents and other respected adults as explained from what they witness and are led to do. This can justify what is wrong or what is right. During the workshop, the younger children are going to be looking for advice on how to become a stronger reader and how to better understand the material. So, the older student is going to be the adult in the scenario and act as a mentor in order to guide the younger student. Thank you for enjoying our workshop on moral principles. Finally, the last example used to help children obtain these 4 virtues is being told what to do and how to do things. For instance, Ryan and Bowen state, children learn from what they hear from their parents and other respected adults as explained from what they witness and are led to do. This can justify what is wrong or what is right. During the workshop, the younger children are going to be looking for advice on how to become a stronger reader and how to better understand the material. So, the older student is going to be the adult in the scenario and act as a mentor in order to guide the younger student. Thank you for enjoying our workshop on moral principles. In closing, thank you for watching our workshop on Making a Difference Day. Hopefully we have taught you some vital tools that you can use to make you become a successful teacher. Thank you.